So at this point, I can say that I've invested into hundreds, if not thousands, of different types of investments. So in the stock market, in the crypto market, long term, short term, retirement accounts. I'm not fully invested in real estate, but technically still invested in real estate as well. Just many different investments that I've had throughout my lifetime so far, which I'm by no means old, but I've lived a life that could be experienced in a lot of different places. And one place that I can say that I'm experienced in is investing. I've been able to experience a lot of sides of this where people have questioned my tactics. People have loved certain tactics. People have been inspired by certain things, and just all around, I've been able to generate a following here because of the fact that I've been able to make successful investments and be happy with those investments and track those investments and give you all the information you need to know. But I think people tend to make a mistake throughout the long term of those investments. And I've seen it time and time again. I have made this mistake with recent positions and not being able to realize everything I wanted to realize. So in this video, we're going to talk about a specific position, XRP. And it honestly can go for a lot of positions that are out there, anything that has a lot of hype and a lot of potential and a lot of growth. And just giving you the ability to maybe change your mindset and exactly where you believe this is going and how this will impact your life. So, before we get started in this, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of my links down below for Patreon, for Twitter, for Webull, Robinhood, all of those platforms that you guys can sign up for and be a part of. But if you want to check out the more recent partnership that I've had on the channel, it is with BTCC. They have a phenomenal platform that I've been able to utilize. I'm currently using it for my 100K challenge. Today is not really going so well. It's probably my one negative day that I've had in the last, couple of weeks or so. But things aren't looking good for that. But either way, I'm still making these trades and still kind of moving along and letting my money, survive as I move along, if that makes sense. So feel free to check out my link for BTCC down below. You can get a 10% deposit bonus when you use my link, as well as extra bonuses up to $10,055, 40% lower trading fees, 500x leverage. You can do a lot of stuff on this platform, and honestly is a very, very good platform. So give it a look. It's at the top of the description. But what this video is primarily about is kind of changing your mindset behind XRP and the XRP that you're holding. Not necessarily saying that you should give up on your dreams or anything. But I think there are too many comments that I've seen that said, I'm holding out for XRP to get to $10,000. While that does sound amazing and it does sound great for you to take profit at $10,000, there's also a long road ahead of it that if you are seeing $10,000, or if you're seeing $1,000, how many coins do you have? Because if you have 100 coins and it's at $1,000, okay, right? That's still $100,000, right? If you have 1,000 coins, you're looking at $1 million on your hands, and that's from whatever you decided to invest. So it's just changing that mindset. Not saying that you physically can't sell anything at $10,000. I'm not saying that at all. I just want people to accept what's going to change their life. If you feel as though this amount can change your life forever, then why not find a way to accept some of it? If I'm looking at it and going, okay, I still believe it can get to $100, but I'm selling 25% of my position at $5, like that must tell you something, that you take that profit as you see it come along. It doesn't mean that you have to take all the profit, but you can take some of it. So I just kind of want to instill this mindset, something in your head that can allow you to at least part way with some of it so that you have the opportunity to go across multiple. What are you doing, cat? This cat is just being weird. So you can go across multiple bull runs, bear markets, and have funds to do so. Because I'll tell you one thing that I struggle with, right? I invested into different plays, some that have grown 20x, 30x, and then they fell in the bear market, but then they rose again, right? And I was able to average into those plays. They rose. I was able to actually experience more of a gain, even though it didn't get to the all-time high, but I still didn't take any type of profit from it. Now, you can say, oh, I didn't really need the money, and that's true, I didn't really need the money, but the point is that I can now reinvest into other things that are other opportunities, because there will always be newer opportunities. So I'm not trying to pitch this whole thing of just sell all your XRP, but if you get to a point where you are experiencing XRP is at $100 per coin, and you're like, I want to sell at $1,000, and you had 1 million XRP, somehow, some way, you had 1 million XRP, and now you have $100 million, you're telling me that it wouldn't be beneficial for you to take a portion of that $100 million. That's what I'm saying. I just want people to accept what's going to help you in your life, your entire life. So, anyways, we can check out where XRP is right now. XRP currently stands at $2.23. It is up by 5% on the day. I'm seeing it at $131 billion market cap with $2 billion worth of volume, almost at the 60 billion coin supply. I know this video can come off weird, right? Talking about XRP and saying that you must watch it so that you guys have a different mindset to just sell your XRP. I know it can come off weird, especially as someone that loves XRP, that understands the capabilities, that understands the adoption and the use and all of that stuff. With all of that aside, as an investor and not just a user, you have to make sure you protect yourself. I'm telling you, I've been through many of investments that, not saying it's not going to run to a higher level, it's just the fluctuation of that. Because I've been through situations, right, where I didn't need the money, and this position was at a higher level. I was like, all right, well, just let it keep rising, right? I don't need to sell it. If I sell it right now, it's not going to reach its peak value, and eventually it will reach its peak value, right? So as I was invested into that, and as it started to come back down, I thought to myself, you know what? I could have used some of that to either reinvest at the bottom or find other opportunities that were out there at the time that people bring across my desk literally all the time. I'm talking about tens of coins that I could have invested into that could have been a massive part. One of those positions would have been Caspa at a very, very low price. But since didn't really have the funds to do so, I decided not to do that and wait for a pullback after it exploded. Which, again, I still have a decent amount of Caspa, but I could have had hundreds of thousands of Caspa, maybe even 1 million Caspa at this point. So this is the thing. You're giving up opportunities in order to hold on to this play that you never know what could happen, right? Another situation, I didn't have any troubles with financial troubles at all until, honestly, 2023, where things got very, very dark in crypto, got very, very dark in the stock market, got very dark overall. And with it getting to that point, it was super difficult for me to gather funds to buy any positions that I wanted, or even to hold that position, right? To hold some of those positions. So what did I have to do? I had to sell my Ethereum. I had to sell my position that I knew was going to skyrocket. I had to sell it because of the fact that I needed the money, right? You never know what situation you're going to get into, but if I would have sold that Ethereum before, right? If I would have sold that position before, I would have been able to, or some of it, I would have been able to just take that portion and use that at this time, or have a better investment that could skyrocket and give me a ton more while still holding that Ethereum that I always wanted to hold. So I'm just saying, don't look at a 100x gain and go, I'm not going to take any profit from a 100x gain. That's a 100x gain. I don't know how much that will be in dollar value for you, depending on how much you invest, but it's a 100x gain. Like, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't what is it called? Pinch pennies to save dollars. Don't try and um, gather so much, or try and gather so much and hold it absolutely forever, because you never know the situation that you're going to get into. So I know it may come off weird coming from someone that has 200,000 XRP, but it also comes from someone that has stated plenty of times, even though I have 200,000 XRP, 50,000 XRP is being sold at $5. That's nowhere near where I believe the high point's going to be. You know what that's doing though? It's going to be able to fund so many different things, right? If I had any type of financial troubles, it will be there to know that I will be able to fund those things, or help my life out, or help my family out, or pay off anything I want to pay off at that time. So that's what I want, the freedom. And I think you guys can get that as well with XRP, if you're going to experience these levels of gains that a lot of other people are going to experience. So let me know what you think about this. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, again, let me know if it's rubbing off the wrong way, and you don't want to look at it as I'm selling at $2, $5, $10. You want to look at it that you're selling at $100,000 per coin. That's the mistake that I've made in plenty of instances, selling all of my coins at these levels, having that diamond hands aspect. No, that's not what it's about. You protect your initial investment, you protect some of your profits, all of your profits, and you find a way to be involved for the long term, all in one. So, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.